Can you hear me? Good. I'm supposed to be getting your attention. Everybody, everybody! Maybe there are people in the library and they don't know that a show is happening, so I have to get their attention. The Kamishibai man is here! Everybody, everybody! Come and hear my stories. Come and try my candy! Yes, I said candy because the Kamishibai man does tell stories in order to gather a large crowd of people and to share the news of the day. The Kamishibai man needs to be mobile, and so he rides on his bicycle to go from neighborhood to neighborhood, telling his stories, telling the news, and primarily selling candy, because that's how the Kamishibai man makes a living. And so, I'll talk about the candy after the stories. Yeah. It's usually better for me to do it that way. Kamishibai. Kami means paper. Shibai means theater. So this paper theater, Kamishibai, is a way of telling traditional Japanese storytelling. Are you ready? Oh, thank you very much. Well, thank you. All right, for our first story today. Once upon a time. Oh, wait, no. In Japanese, to say once upon a time, you say mukashi, mukashi. Okay. That's right, mukashi, mukashi. A long time ago in Japan, there lived a dragon who lived in the mountains outside of a village. And in this village, people were talking. Oh, that dragon! His eyes are fiery red. Oh, his breath is hot and red with fire. That dragon, oh, that dragon, my child cannot sleep when he hears stories about that dragon. Well, in this village, almost 7 years ago, a child was born. Is anybody in here 7 years old? Oh, almost. That means that you're almost 7. That's perfect, because in this village, almost 7 years ago, a child was born. Aha. Well, now this child was not like other children. They never cried when hearing stories about that dragon. This child was always gentle and kind to others. But one night, after hearing others tell mean stories about that dragon, this child, Boro, Oh, what is it, my child? Why are you crying? Oh, it's the dragon. Oh, don't be frightened, my dear. The dragon never takes away good children. Oh, you don't understand, Mother. I am not afraid of the dragon. I feel sorry for him. Why do you feel sorry for the dragon? Oh, don't you see? No one is ever nice to him. Oh. Well, the next day, do you remember how old this child is? 7. Almost 7. Because in this story, tomorrow is this child's birthday. And the child has an idea. Mother, I know what I will do. I will invite the dragon to my birthday party. Really? Would you invite a dragon to your birthday party? Some people say yes, and I think I heard some people say no. I wonder what will happen in this story. Well, the next day, on the child's birthday, there they went. To the edge of town there was a hill, and on that hill the child stood and thought, well, shall I continue across over the hill and find that dragon? Or should I go back home? What would you do? Well, this child decided to continue down the path. Because this child did not believe the mean things that people said about the dragon. This child was kind and courageous and continued down the path to where the dragon lived. Mr. Dragon, Dragon, Dragon. Mr. Dragon, Dragon, Dragon. And that dragon, down in his cold, dark cave, woke up and said, "What? A human's calling me? Why is a human calling me? Humans usually throw rocks at me." And so this dragon became curious, and this dragon flew up to where that child was standing. What do you want? Oh, well, I want to invite you to my birthday party. You've never been to a birthday party before, have you, Mr. Dragon? You want me to go to your birthday party? And that dragon looked very seriously into that child's eyes. And that dragon, that dragon. Thank you. No human being has ever spoken kindly to me before. In fact, humans have only hated me and despised me. And tears began to flow down the dragon's cheeks, and those tears began to flow down onto the ground until eventually they began to flow like a river. And that child said, "Mr. Dragon, stop! You're going to drown me!" And the child climbed up into a tree. Oh, don't worry, my child. Just get on my back. If a dragon almost drowns you and then asks you to come closer and get on its back, would you do it? Yes! Some of you say yes. Some of you say no. I wonder what this child will do. This child gets onto the back of that dragon. Oh, this is the happiest moment of my life. I am going to stay on the water like this, and I am going to become your boat, and then I can have all of the many kind and gentle children of the world come for a ride on me. And soon, the child's town could be seen in the distance on the riverbank. And suddenly, one end of the dragon's body began to turn into a boat. Its entire body turned into a boat, and its fiery breath became the smoke from the stacks. And its roar became the toot of the whistle. And when the people of the town caught their first glimpse of the black steamboat and the child riding on it, how surprised they all were. And they all celebrated the child and the child's kindness. Everyone, please, a round of applause for the dragon's tears. Aha! Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I call this the Nankin Tamasudare, or traditional Japanese magic for the Nankin Tamasudare. In the hands of a storyteller can become anything that the storyteller needs. For example, maybe in our story we need something like a gate. Yeah, we will have a gate. Or maybe we need to cross a bridge. With the Nankin Tamasudare,
we can make a bridge. So as you see, I will tell the story, and the Nankin Tamasurare will give us the pictures. So, are you ready for a story?
Yes.
Great! Today's story begins in your very own backyard. Maybe you have a tree in your backyard, and maybe hanging from that tree, you've got a swing.
Whoa.
You could sit on your swing and close your eyes and daydream, or you could come with me. Instead of sitting around on your swing all day, you could come with me and go on an adventure. You guys want to go on an adventure with me? Well, here's how we travel together. You stomp your feet, or you pound your lap, or you clap your hands, anything to make the sound of walking. Yeah, because we're gonna go, hold on. Where are we going? Let's go across the lake, over the mountain, to find a dragon. Oh, that would be fun. You guys are brave. Can you come with me to find a dragon? Yeah. All right, come on, everybody, here we go. Gonna find a dragon. Gonna find a dragon. It's gonna be a scary one. Gonna be a scary one. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Wait a second. No wonder you're not afraid. We haven't even gone through the backyard gate. Oh my gosh, let me take a look. Whoa! It looks wild out there. Oh, guys, my mom told me never to go outside the backyard gate alone. But I'm not going to be alone. You'll come with me, right? Yeah. Come on, everybody. Let's open up the gate and go on an adventure. Here we go. Gonna find a dragon. Gonna find a dragon. It's gonna be a scary one. Gonna be a scary one. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Oh my goodness. You see what we have come upon? It is a wide, deep, raging river. Oh my goodness. How are we going to cross a river? A boat is a good idea. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask for some advice from that fisherman. Oh. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, what do you want? Oh, sorry to bother you. I'm just wondering, do you know how we can get across this river? Across the river? You don't want to go across the river. Oh, well, why not? What's over there? Across the river, there be dragons. Aha. Yeah. Dragons. Guys, that is exactly what we're looking for. But how do we get across the river?
A bridge.
A bridge.
A bridge.
Or a boat. Or a really big fish. Or a jetpack.
A jetpack.
Nankin Kamishibai. How will we get across the river? Oh, look. I think we've got a boat. Here we go. Row, row, row your boat gently down the raging river. I wonder what's in this river anyway. Woo! You know what I see? Fish. Ooh, it's a fish. You know what I'm glad it's not? Dun, 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 dun.
Sure.
Dun, 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 dun. Did everybody make it across the river with me?
No.
Did anybody perish?
Yes.
Oh, your perishables? Oh, I'm sorry you perished.
I have gotten across the river.
Oh, good. I'm glad that some of you made it. Because it's time for us to continue our adventure. Come on, everybody. Here we go. Yeah. Gonna find a dragon. It's gonna be a scary one. Oh my gracious, do you see what we have come upon? It is a tall. It is a huge. It is Mount Baker. You guys know how to climb the mountain?
Yeah.
need to do to climb this mountain is you need a ladder. You need something more than a ladder to climb a mountain. You know what you really need to climb a mountain? Anybody have an idea? A roller coaster. You need a rope to toss up to the top of the mountain. Come on, everybody, reach up and grab your rope and pull yourself up the mountain. We made it. Did anybody perish?
No.
I think somebody perished. Oh, somebody perished. Oh, good. Okay. Guys, wait, where are you going? Where are you going? We gotta stick around and enjoy the view. The view.
Let's go already. I want to see a dog.
Oh my goodness. You know what I see over there? Way over there. I see something that looks like it might be a cave. What might live in the cave? Guys, don't scare me. It might not be a dragon. It might be something else like a giraffe. Or a bear. Yeah, it might be a bear. See, guys, we can't assume that it's a dragon. Come on now. Does anybody want to go to that cave with me? Come on, here we go. Here we go. Gonna find a dragon. It's gonna be a scary one. I'm not afraid. Oh my goodness. We have done it. We have come upon the mysterious cave. I wonder what's inside this. It might not be a dragon cave. It might be a teddy bear cave. Yeah. Guys, I think I need to get a clue. I'm just going to reach my hand inside the cave and see if I can feel for a clue. Guys, I reached into this cave and I felt a sharp claw. I wonder what it could be. It might not be a dragon. It might be.
A bear?
Yeah, it might be a teddy bear with claws. See, I need another clue. I'm going to reach. It might not be a dragon. We don't know yet. I've got to get a clue. I'm going to feel.
It might be a dog.
You know what else I felt, guys?
Heat.
Some scales! Oh, first I felt a claw, and then I felt some scales.
It could be a lizard.
Yeah, it could be a friendly iguana. Guys, I need another clue. Let me reach one more time into this cave, and let me get one more clue about what could be inside. Everybody, I reached into this cave and I felt a claw. And then I reached into this cave and I felt some scales. And then I reached into this cave and I felt not one, but two horns of a dragon. Yeah! Yeah! Can't I get at least one person to cry? Yeah! That's better. Guys. There's only one thing that we can do, and that is to run! Come on, we gotta get back over that mountain! We gotta get out of here, guys! We gotta get over the mountain! And then we've got to go and cross that river. And then we've got to get to our backyard gate and go inside where we can open our eyes and find that the whole time we were just daydreaming on our swing. Did anybody perish? Did everybody enjoy the story from the Nankeen-sama Tsunami? Well, then why aren't you clapping? Thank you very much. the amazing Nankin Tamasudare, traditional Japanese magic. Another story. Everybody, I do need to take just one quick break. I just need to take one quick break. I'm gonna kneel down right here in front of you all. And as I take this break, I want to tell you something. Oh, thank you. I want to tell you guys something. That's kind of amazing. I want to tell you guys that you are like a piece of paper. Did you know that? Well, it's not. It's a compliment, really. Look, let me tell you what. This piece of paper
It's origami paper.
can become anything if you use origami, right? And you can also become anything. Do you want me to tell you how?
Yeah.
Here's the first step. What I want you to do is to think of 2 good points about yourself. Think about it. These are things that are your talents. These are the things that you're good at. What's a good point about yourself? Would you like to share one?
I'm good at climbing.
We have a climber in the audience. Anybody else? What's a good point about yourself?
Swimming.
Ooh, we have a swimmer in the audience. Yes,
I'm
yes.
a good walk.
Okay, now I'm going to make a challenge for you. I want you to think of 2 more good points about yourself. Think of the new ones. Think of 2 more good things. These are the things that you like doing. These are the things that people say, wow, impressive, good job. You must have worked hard. What is a good point about yourself?
Well, I'm good. I can paddle with my hands floating. And I'm good at doggy paddling.
We have a good swimmer in the audience, a good floater. What is a good point about yourself?
Good with animals.
Good with animals. What's a good point about yourself?
Good at paddleboarding.
Good at paddleboarding. That's cool. Well, we can keep talking about good points, but I want to keep telling you how you can become anything. The next thing you need to do, after thinking about the good points of yourself, is you must come side by side with other people. Do you see this piece of paper? I'm making it go side by side because together we are stronger, right? We're stronger together. You can find other people who are good at what you're good at, and they can teach you new things too. And you know where else you can learn things about what you're interested in?
Origami.
What does this look like?
I'm good at books.
That's right, you can check out books from the library and you can learn more about what it is that you want to become because books can teach you anything. Now some people, oh, you crushed my dream. Some people might try to crush your dreams. It's true, it's going to happen. And this is what you need to do. Guys, this is the hard part. This is also the hard one to see in my paper. But I want you to try. Because when people try to crush your dreams, what you need to do is you need to take ears as big as an elephant. Can you see that kind of diamond-shaped elephant head? And those big elephant ears there? You need to use your ears as big as elephant ears. And you need to hear the good things that people are also saying. Like, good job. You're trying hard. Well done. And you need to use your ears as big as elephant ears and listen to the good words that you are sharing with other people. Like, you're a good friend. Hey, thank you for helping me. And if you do that, your dreams can fly higher than a kite. Yeah, you got it. You know what my dream is? I really, really, really want to learn how to make root beer ice cream. Yeah, not just root beer, not just ice cream. Root beer ice cream. Here it is. Do you see my ice cream cone? It tastes just like paper. Hey. Oh no, my ice cream fell off. Don't worry, it's just what I needed to do to help fold for the next part of my story. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to make my ice cream cone again. There we go, and I'm going to fold, make it fall off, and twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. I've got my diamond! And, oh guys, this diamond is kind of a strange diamond. Look, it can run away. Oh no! My diamond! Wait, it can do the can. Woohoo! Yeah! This diamond even has pages. Look, just like the pages of a book, this diamond has pages. And after we turn these pages, I want to ask you, everybody sees a different thing. What animal do you see?
Fox.
Somebody sees a fox.
A horse.
Somebody sees a horse. A donkey. There's that donkey you were talking about. A dog. Well,
A German Shepherd.
everyone, I want to tell you that you are like this piece of paper. Because this piece of paper can become anything. And you can also become anything. Hey, I know, maybe you want to become royalty. Dun, 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 dun. Or maybe you would prefer to be a jester. Bam, bom, yoink. Well, whatever you would like to become. You just need to read some books.
You made a swan.
Work hard, spread your wings, and fly. We did it. And you too can become anything. We did it. Round of applause, everybody. Now here's the thing. I only have one of these birds. It would be unfair for me to give just one of you this bird. But here's what I will tell all of you. If you go to see Rose, she will help find an origami book that has the flapping bird inside, and then when it's your turn, when your book is on hold for you, you can go back to the library, check it out, and have your parents help, and then soon you can be folding the flapping bird. And remember, you can learn to do anything that you want to do. Well, that was a nice little break. Thank you for the breather. Now everybody, I think it is time for one, there's one more thing I did want to tell you.
Now can we have candy?
Remember, I am the Kamishibai man. Well, there is a book that taught me how to do what I am doing. It is called Kamishibai Man by Alan Say. And if you ask Rose to place this book on hold for you, then she will help you. And soon you can check out the book called Kamishibai Man. And you can learn all about the history of this type of traditional Japanese storytelling. So I hope that you will check out this book and learn more about it. Would you like to see one more Kamishibai story?
Yeah!
All right. You can plug your ears if you said no. I heard somebody say no. Once upon a time. Oh, wait. No. Sorry.
Tasty.
It is not once upon a time. In Japanese, what do you say? You got it. Mukashi. Once upon a time, a long time ago in Japan, many villages and towns were terrorized by a gang of Oni. Now, does anybody here know what is an Oni? Yes.
It's a big fat cat.
It's a big fat ogre, we would say in English. Oh, now Oni are terrible. Some of them have green faces, some of them have red faces, but they all have horns, sharp teeth, bad breath, and none of them wear anything except for the skin of a tiger around their middles. And Oni, these Oni who live on Onigashima, Oni Island, sometimes they come into Japan and they steal away the children because an Oni's favorite treat, do you know what it is? It is tasty, baby, belly buttons. Oh! Have you ever tried a belly button?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, they're pretty good. Well, in one village lived an old woman and an old man who had no children. Oh, if only I had a child, said the old woman. I would teach her to make millet dumplings, for she was a very good cook. If only I had a child, said the man, I would teach him to fight with a sword, for he was a powerful warrior. Well, one day, as the woman was washing the clothes in the river, down the river came floating, Sumbara,
It was a watermelon. And so the woman waded out into the river and picked up that watermelon. And she carried it all the way back to the field where the old man was working. Well, the old man was delighted to see that melon, for he was hungry and thirsty, and he had taken his sword, and he was just getting ready to cut that melon open when he heard the crying of a child. And so he put down his sword, and the old woman and the old man, they took that melon and they pulled it apart, and inside they found a perfect baby girl. Oh, she was so beautiful. And they named her Yuriko for melon, Hime for princess, for it was Yuriko Hime, the melon princess. Now, Yuriko grew more quickly than the other children, and by the time that she was 5 years old, already she was cooking millet dumplings with her mother, and she was learning how to fight with a sword from her father. Well, one day, everyone in the village heard an awful sound. Belly buttons, tasty baby belly buttons, yum! And those oni rushed into town, and they gathered all of the children and put them on a cart and wheeled them away. Away! Oh, they have taken our children away! Everyone was crying because all of the children, except for one, had been taken away. For they did not take Yuriko Hime. Does anybody know why? Why?
Does she have a belly button?
Oh, you are a very good listener. What is it that the Oni want?
The belly button. She doesn't have them.
And was Yuriko born from a mother?
No.
No, she was born from a melon. And so Yuriko Hime has no belly button. And so they did not take her. Well, Yuriko rushed home. She was furious. She said, "Mother, make me a big batch of millet dumplings. Father, make me a new sword. For I am going to Onigashima, and I am going to rescue the babies." And she also took with her her trusty companion, her dog. And as they were walking down the path, soon they heard a noise. It was a whirring noise. It was a large bird. It was a pheasant. I smell dumplings. I am Yuriko Hime, and we are going to Onigashima to save the babies. If you come to help us, I will give you a millet dumpling. And she threw the dumpling into the air, and that pheasant, delicious! I will come with you. And so the pheasant joined them. And as they continued down the path, they heard another sound. It was a monkey swinging across the path. I smell dumplings! I am Yuriko Hime, and we are going to Onigashima to save the babies. And if you come with us, I will give you a millet dumpling. And she threw the dumpling in the air, and the monkey swung down and picked it up and ate it. Delicious! I will come with you. And so Yuriko Hime and her companions continued down the path until they reached the ocean side, where they got on a boat and sailed the sea until they got to Onigashima. They knew the Oni were in that castle because they could hear belly buttons, tasty baby belly buttons, tasty baby belly buttons, yum! Oh, it was a horrible sound. They were about to begin their feast. And so Yuriko and her companions raced up that mountain to the castle. And when they got to the castle gates, they pounded on the door.
And that Chief Oni stopped what he was doing. And he opened the door. And our companions could see his hairy knees. Yeah. For he was tall and they were small. He did not even see the companions. And so they raced between his legs and into the castle where Yuriko shouted, "I am Yuriko Hime, and I command you to give the babies to us." With that, the Oni stopped dancing. Who is that speaking to us? Oh, we will crush you like ants! Well, just like that, the Oni started to charge the companions. And Yuriko Hime raced in to guard the babies. And that dog raced in and began biting the Oni on their toes. "Ow, wow, I will crush you like ants!" But that dog was a fast dog. Ow! And it ran away, leaving the Oni, ow, hitting their own toes. Ow! And then in rushed the monkey and began biting them on their hairy knees. Ow! Ow! I will crush you like ants! But that monkey was a fast monkey. Ah! And the Oni began bashing their own knees. And then in rushed the pheasant. Ken! And began scratching them in their eyes. Oh, we will crush you like ants! But that pheasant was a fast pheasant. And before they could hit the pheasant, they began to hit themselves. And their heads, and their knees, and their feet, And soon they were all crying. Well, Yuriko raced in and cut the ropes that tied the babies and gave each one of them a millet dumpling. Yum, yum, yum. And then she said, "You may stay on this island, but never step foot in my country again. Or else, we promise. Bottle. And Yuriko had to give each of the Oni a millet dumpling just to stop them from crying. Well, she loaded the babies up onto the cart. And the dog and the pheasant and the monkey raced into the castle and captured back the gold and treasure that had been stolen from the families. And soon the babies were in the arms of their happy parents again. And Yuriko gave the gold and treasure back to the families. And to this night, Yuriko and her companions sit around a fire, eating millet dumplings and telling stories of their adventures on Onigashima. Everyone please, a round of applause for Yuriko Hime, Mountain Princess! Well, everybody! I hope you enjoyed the Kamishibai man! Come and hear my stories! Come and try my candy!